Hello and welcome to my YouTube channel, Chasing 70 Degrees. My name is Travis and this is going to be the first in a series of videos that I'm going to be doing on my Starlink satellite dish. And specifically, I have the Roam plan, which used to be called the RV plan or the mobile plan. But now it's simply called the Roam plan. I'm paying $150 a month and I have the unprioritized data. And I got to tell you, this series of videos is simply going to be highlighting the speed tests that I'm running throughout the day everywhere I stay over the next 8 to 9 months. So last week I was in Wells, Nevada, and I decided I would go ahead and test out that Starlink satellite dish. So I went ahead and used the ground mount and just simply set it on the ground outside of my travel trailer, and it definitely wants a northeasterly view of the sky. And some of the speeds I was getting were absolutely incredible. So again, no unboxing here, no how to hook it up. This is just simply going to be speeds and feeds, right? What am I getting where I'm staying? I'm in Idaho Falls this week, and that video is going to be posted up probably later this coming week. But for right now, let's take a look at the speeds and feeds I got when I was in Wells, Nevada. All right, so let's dive in and take a look at some of the Starlink speeds that I was getting. Now, this first test I kind of put as an outlier because, as you can see right down here, I was connected to my NordVPN client. I was using my NordVPN client connected to the NordVPN server. And so my down speeds weren't fantastic. Again, 63 megabits a second, not shabby for being in the middle of nowhere in northeastern Nevada. Upload is always right around 14 to 18, so this wasn't that big of a surprise. Now, when I disconnected from my NordVPN client, because I had been connected to the Welcome Station Wi-Fi the day before, my speeds increased significantly. So the down speed anyway. And so as you can see down here, it's going to reflect SpaceX Starlink. As you can see, I was getting 111 megabits down per second, 15 up, and that was on the 26th of April at 5:30 in the morning. If we were to take a look at the 27th of April at 7 o'clock in the morning, you can see that I'm getting 157 down and 12 up. Again, no VPN client at all here, and I really didn't see the need to be using the VPN client at that point because I was off of the Welcome Station RV Park Wi-Fi. So let's go ahead and jump and take a look at the 28th and see the speeds that we were getting there. You can see 159 down, 9 up. And what about on the 29th, which would have been here, 111 down. This was at 6:15 in the morning. I do a lot of my testing in the morning. I've started this week in Idaho Falls. I'm actually doing some testing now later in the afternoon or kind of toward the evening. And again, the speeds have just been blazing fast, in excess of 200 megabits a second down. And I'll be putting a video out about that next week. But back to the numbers I was getting here. So as you can see, I'm getting some phenomenal speeds here. And I didn't run a test on the last day, or I didn't document a test from the last day. But again, I'm always over 100 megabits a second. Or I was in Wells, Nevada. I was over 100 megabits a second for every test I did, with the exception of that first test connected to the NordVPN client. And then I would say that the quickest I had was right around 155 megabits per second down. All right, so pretty good first week with the Starlink satellite dish. Again, I simply put it out on the ground next to my travel trailer every morning, and then I would put it away every night. Now, a couple things I noticed though. It takes about 2 to 3 minutes, and it never took longer than 3 minutes for the router to boot and for me to have service. Now, I'm running 2 MacBook Pros, one for work, one for personal use. I've got an Apple TV, an iPad, and an iPhone. And I have yet to have a single blip or outage with the Starlink satellite dish. I mean, it has been absolutely phenomenal. So again, like I said, I'm in Idaho Falls this week, and I have a pole mount that I purchased, and it connects up to the ladder on the back of my travel trailer. And so that's where the satellite dish has been 24/7. I'm not taking it down every night. And so I'll be sharing the speeds and feeds from Idaho Falls in my next video. And they were even better, in some cases 2 times as fast as what I was getting in Wells, Nevada. So it's been absolutely amazing. Now, Starlink has been pushing this new 100 gig for I want to say it's like an extra $100 a month, right? For $250 a month, you get an extra 100 gig of prioritized data. But I've got to tell you, with the exception of one test I ran here, which was like 5 megabits a second down and maybe 6 or 7 up, it was certainly the anomaly. I've been averaging triple digits, over 100 megabits a second every speed test I run. I'm usually doing them at 6 or 7 in the morning. I'll maybe run one at lunch and then one in the evening. So it has been absolutely phenomenal. I can't tell you how happy I am. And hopefully this performance is going to continue. All right. Well, again, thank you guys so much for watching. I hope I've earned the privilege of your time. And as I always say, enjoy the chase.